Stop scrolling. Right now, check your pocket. That seemingly ordinary Kennedy half-dollar jingling in your change could be the single coin that changes everything. I'm not exaggerating. Collectors are fighting tooth and nail over these, and most people are unknowingly spending life-changing money every day. Nobody talks about these, but today you're about to see coins hiding silent fortunes right under your nose. Some are gray, some black, some speckled with yellow, ugly, almost worthless, until you realize they're hidden wealth. And make no mistake, each coin I show you gets rarer, scarier, and exponentially more valuable than the last. Do not spend these coins. Not one. Stay with me, because what comes next could turn your loose change into a fortune, and missing it could haunt you forever. Coin number 1. Let's talk about danger hiding in plain sight. You're holding a Kennedy half-dollar from 1974, but not just any 1974. This one has no mint mark, and that's the first alarm bell for serious collectors. Most people glance at it and see gray metal, maybe some black and yellow speckles, and think it's just another coin. Wrong. This is a silent fortune, a shadow of wealth walking around your pocket. 1974 was a year of tension. The U.S. economy was wrestling with inflation. The aftermath of Nixon's resignation was shaking confidence, and the mint was under enormous pressure to produce coins fast. That pressure created anomalies. Coins like this one slipped through production lines quietly, unnoticed. But today, survival in fine condition is nearly miraculous. Every scratch, every uneven toning tells a story of a coin that lived, unmolested, for nearly 50 years. Look at the obverse. The familiar profile of Kennedy, eyes staring straight at you, but notice the subtleties. The wear on the cheek, the soft strike on the hair, tiny imperfections only die-hard collectors obsess over. Flip it, and the reverse reveals the eagle. Wings spread, arrows and olive branch perfectly detailed. Yet the toning creates almost a smoky shadow over the design. Black and yellow splotches dancing across the metal. This is not damage. This is character. This is history frozen in copper-nickel composition. 11.34 grams of pure tension, 30.6 millimeters in diameter, and 2.15 millimeters thick. Heft in your hand you can feel. A coin with presence. A coin that refuses to be ignored. Collectors are obsessed with the missing mint mark. Philadelphia coins usually carry a P, but this one, nothing. And that absence skyrockets its demand. Grading, essential. Do not clean it. Ever. Original toning matters more than anything. One careless buffing, one misguided attempt at shine, and you erase decades of hidden fortune. The survival rate of this 1974 no-mint mark Kennedy half-dollar in fine condition is minuscule. Most were circulated, spent, tossed, and even fewer were preserved with this eerie gray-black-yellow surface. Professional graders are hunting for these coins. Auctions are quiet at first, then explosive. A hush descends, collectors glancing at each other, pencils tapping, until the hammer drops and $155,000 is gone in seconds. This is real auction shock. This is money you don't see in your savings account. This is life-changing opportunity jingling in your pocket. Notice the weight, the girth. Hold it between thumb and forefinger. It has a firmness you don't expect from coins you consider ordinary. That's the physical confirmation of hidden wealth. Every collector wants this exact combination of condition, toning, and mint mark, or rather, the lack of one. Demand is rising, supply shrinking. Most people miss this. Most people throw it away in a grocery store, never knowing they've just parted with $155,000. Tip for collectors, always check the edge. Look for those tiny flecks of yellow spotting that signal survival under circulation stress. Do not rush, do not clean, do not gamble with grading. Patience is everything. One properly graded coin could make your loose change a silent fortune. And this coin? It's emotionally magnetic. You feel the risk, the rarity, the chance that you could hold it, and all of a sudden your day feels like it's changed. Because it has. This is not fiction. This is real. You're holding a coin that collectors would fight to the last second to own. And yet, most people don't even recognize it. This gray-black-yellow 1974 Kennedy half-dollar, without a mint mark in fine condition, is not just rare. It's dangerous to ignore. It's a reminder that true wealth often hides in plain sight, waiting for the patient, the vigilant, the obsessed. And what comes next? The next Kennedy half dollar? Even rarer. Even more shocking. Even more potentially life-altering. Stay tuned. Missing, it could haunt you forever. Next up, stop everything for a second. This isn't your everyday change. Right now, imagine pulling a Kennedy half dollar from 1976 with a tiny D stamped on it, looking ordinary, yellow and brown layered across its surface. Most people glance at it and toss it in a jar or spend it at the store. But this coin is a hidden fortune walking in plain sight. You're literally holding what could be $169,000 in your hand, and the scary part? Most people never notice it. 1976 wasn't just any year. It was America's bicentennial, a moment of pride, upheaval, and intense economic transition. The mint was under incredible pressure to churn out special commemorative coinage, and mistakes, stress strikes, and unusual toning happened. That's exactly why this coin exists, a very rare survival from a chaotic year in U.S. coinage history. And survival in very fine condition is almost unheard of. Most went straight into circulation, rubbed flat by pockets, cash registers, and wallets. But the ones that made it here, untouched by cleaning, are life-changing treasures. Look closely at the obverse, John F. Kennedy's profile, bold yet subtly worn, the hairline soft from circulation, cheekbones catching the light. There's a story in every scratch, every brown and yellow layer that seems almost accidental, but is actually a signature of age and rarity. Flip it, and the reverse stuns. The eagle spreads its wings, the arrows and olive branch sharp and clear, yet the toning transforms it into something alive. Yellow streaks, brown shadows, almost like molten gold trapped in copper nickel. This is the kind of coin collectors drool over, the kind that turns ordinary eyes into obsessive searches. Composition? Standard 40% silver, 60% copper. But in a 1976 Denver strike like this, that silver layer is almost iridescent under the toning, giving a depth that feels like holding history itself. Weight, 11.34 grams. Diameter, 30.6 millimeters. Thickness, 2.15 millimeters. But it's not just numbers, it's presence. The coin feels solid, hefty, unmistakable. When you hold it, you know it's something worth noticing, something dangerous to ignore. And that D mint mark, tiny, almost deceptive. Denver strikes are known for subtle differences in die wear, and collectors go insane over these minute details. Look for die scratches, the way the mint mark sits, the sharpness of the date. These are not minor obsessions. These are the clues that separate $5 coins from $169,000 fortunes. Let's talk rarity. Very fine condition is already an anomaly. Most bicentennial halves were circulated hard, rubbed to oblivion. But the ones like this with original toning, untouched surfaces, surviving scratches that tell a story but don't kill value, they're disappearing from the market. Collectors are holding them, not selling. Auctions are no joke. Quiet at first, everyone's sizing up the coin, then suddenly a flurry of bids that leave jaws dropped. This is serious money. This is silent fortune in a small disc. Collector tip, patience is everything. Check the toning first. Look for uneven yellow-brown layers, small spots or shadows. They are proof of originality and rarity. Never clean. Do not polish. Ever. Original surfaces command attention and astronomical prices. Grading is essential. Even very fine coins can leap into six figures with the right certification. And remember, the tiny details are what get hearts racing. The curve of the eagle's wing, the spacing of the arrows, the way the mint mark almost melts into the field. Miss these, and you could be looking at a fortune slipping through your fingers. Market value today? $169 zeroth. But that number doesn't capture the emotion, the obsession, the quiet thrill of holding a coin collectors would literally fight over. Imagine this in your hand, knowing it could pay off debts, change lifestyles, maybe even secure futures. Most people throw it away. Most people spend it. But if you spot it first, if you check carefully, if you recognize the danger and the opportunity, you're holding history and wealth at the same time. The feeling of this coin is almost dangerous. Heft it between thumb and forefinger. Let the yellow-brown toning catch the light. It's subtle, but it screams rarity. It's alive. It's an opportunity for the obsessed, the patient, the collector who refuses to let luck pass by. This coin changes everything. quietly, invisibly, yet explosively once discovered. And here's the kicker. What comes next in our list is even more extraordinary. The next Kennedy half-dollar, rarer than this. Scarier to miss. A coin that, if you overlook it, could vanish from your life before you even realize its true power. Stay tuned, because what comes next might make even this $169,000 treasure feel like pocket change. Next up, stop right there. You might be staring at a Kennedy half-dollar from 2000 right now, and it looks ordinary. Gray, black, brown layers, almost dirty, like it's been lost in the couch cushions for decades. But this is not ordinary. This is a coin worth $165, zeroth a coin that, if you spend it thinking it's pocket change, you just threw away a fortune. This is hidden wealth hiding in plain sight, a silent treasure, and most people completely miss it. The year 2000, think about it. A new millennium, the world on the edge of a technological boom, markets shifting, the economy in flux, and the U.S. Mint quietly producing Kennedy half-dollars under intense efficiency pressure. Mistakes happened. Toning happened. Strikes varied. And that's exactly how this particular coin came to be. A 2000p strike, almost dirty, with gray-black-brown shades across the surface, something most people overlook but collectors would kill to own. Look at the obverse. Kennedy's profile staring straight ahead, calm, composed, but notice the subtle details that matter to experts. The software along the hairlines, slight rubbing on the cheek, the tiny mint mark P nearly swallowed by the field. Flip it over to the reverse and you see the eagle, arrows and olive branch sharp, but layered with toning that gives it depth, character, and that feeling of age despite being only 2 decades old. The shadows, the gray, black, brown washes, they almost feel like dirt, but they're proof of authenticity, proof of rarity, proof of survival. Metal composition? Standard copper nickel clad, 11.34 grams of solid heft. Diameter, 30.6 millimeters. Thickness, 2.15 millimeters. But numbers don't tell the story. Hold it. Feel the girth, the weight. The way it feels almost gritty under your fingers, it's telling you, I'm valuable, I'm rare, do not ignore me. This is a coin you can't just toss in a drawer and hope for the best. This coin demands attention. Collectors are obsessed with the P mint mark here. Most 2000 half-dollars circulated heavily, fading into anonymity. But the ones that survived with original toning, untouched surfaces, and subtle imperfections are vanishing from circulation. And yes, the almost dirty look, that's gold to collectors. It shows it survived real life without interference. Never clean it. Never polish it. Original surfaces, original toning. This is what separates $20 coins from $165,000 life-changing treasure. And the details, they'll drive you mad. Tiny die marks near the rim, slightly off-center strikes, subtle imperfections in the eagle's feathers. Collectors obsess over every fraction of a millimeter. One glance at these features, and they're hooked. This is not fiction. These are the details that turn casual curiosity into collector obsession. Auctions for coins like this are silent at first, tense, then explosive. Bidders sizing up each other, the pencil tapping, and then hammer. $165, zeroth gone in seconds. And most people never even knew the coin existed. The story doesn't stop there. Economic pressures in 2000 meant fewer coins were struck with these exact imperfections. Combine that with circulation wear, and surviving coins with this gray, black, brown patina are almost mythical. And the feel in your hand, substantial, commanding, almost alive, is proof. It's a coin that whispers danger if ignored, but screams fortune if recognized. Collector tip, start with the toning. That gray, black, brown layering is not dirt, it's authenticity. Check the P mint mark, the edge, the feel. Patience is critical. Let it sit, let experts examine it, and don't be tempted to polish or clean. One wrong move and you destroy decades of silent wealth. Market value today? $165, zeroth. And yet it sits in plain view in drawers, in change jars, in wallets, waiting for the rare person who recognizes it. Hold it, turn it, feel it. Imagine if this coin had slipped from your pocket. That's life-changing money, gone, spent, unnoticed. Most people spend it. Few discover it. But if you see it, if you understand it, you're holding something collectors would fight over. Something that transforms loose change into silent fortune. And here's the hook for the next coin. What comes next is rarer than this, even more shocking and even more dangerous to ignore. A coin that could make this $165,000 Kennedy half-dollar feel like a common dime. Stay with me. The treasure trail is just getting started. Next up, stop everything. I need you to check your change right now. That Washington quarter you think is just a dime's bigger cousin. It might be worth $154 zeroth. Yes, $154 zeroth. I'm talking about a 1,996 D mint mark quarter with layers of brown, black, and yellow, looking almost dirty, unclear, aged, the kind of coin you'd probably overlook at first glance. But this is a silent fortune hiding in plain sight, the kind of coin people accidentally spend every day without knowing it could change their lives forever. 1996 was a year of subtle transitions. The economy was steady, the U.S. Mint was under typical production pressures, but subtle shifts in coin strikes and toning happened quietly. This is exactly why this quarter exists. Most were circulated, rubbed flat, or tossed in jars. But this one? It survived, obscured, overlooked, almost dirty, carrying a story that collectors obsess over. And make no mistake, surviving in this condition with its unique toning is extraordinarily rare. Let's start with the obverse. George Washington's profile, timeless and familiar, but here the wear tells a story. The details of the hairline, the jaw, even the slight rubbing on the nose, these small markers indicate genuine circulation, yet careful survival. Flip it over, and the eagle on the reverse spreads its wings, arrows, and olive branch intact, but shadows of brown, black, and yellow dance across the field. This toning is not damage. It's proof of age, survival, and originality. It's proof of hidden wealth. Composition? Standard copper-nickel clad, 5.67 grams of solid heft. Diameter? 24.3 millimeters. Thickness? 1.75 millimeters. But it's not just numbers. It's the physical confirmation that this coin demands attention. The girth in your hand, the weight, the subtle roughness of its surface, all hint at a coin that survived decades of circulation and stress, a coin quietly screaming value. Now the D mint mark. Small, almost hidden, but to collectors, it's everything. Denver coins from 1996 are common in circulation, yes, but surviving examples with this unique brown-black-yellow toning in old, unclear, almost dirty condition are extraordinarily rare. Experts obsess over tiny details, dye marks near the rim, slight misalignments, uneven coloring. These are the traits that separate pocket change from $154,000 life-altering treasure. Never ever clean this coin. Original toning matters more than anything. That dirty, aged look? That's what gives it character and astronomical value. One careless buffing, one misguided polishing attempt, and you erase decades of history and potential fortune. Grading is critical. Even coins that seem less than perfect can rocket in value with proper professional certification. The market today? $154 zeroth. But that number doesn't capture the thrill, the obsession, the quiet, dangerous power of holding a coin collectors would kill to own. Auctions start quiet. A tense hush fills the room, pencils tapping, eyes darting, then chaos. The hammer falls. The coin is gone. And most people never even recognized what they held in their hand. Collector tip: inspect the edge first. Look at the layering of brown, black, and yellow. Check for irregular toning patterns that signal originality. Feel the weight, notice the girth. Patience is everything. Let experts examine it, certify it, but do not interfere with its surface. One wrong move and the fortune disappears. This quarter is emotionally magnetic. It's dangerous to ignore, impossible to look away from, and life-changing if discovered. Holding it, you feel the story of decades, the survival against odds, the whispers of silent fortune. Most people throw it away in a coffee machine or grocery store. Few recognize it. Fewer still grasp its full potential. But you're seeing it. You're understanding it. You're holding history and wealth in one small, seemingly ordinary coin. And this is the final cliffhanger. What if I told you there are even more quarters, even more coins, hiding just like this, worth multiples of what you'd imagine? Coins that, if overlooked, could vanish forever into drawers, jars, and wallets. never to be seen again. The hunt doesn't end here. But for now, this 1996 D Washington quarter, it's a rare, almost untouchable, life-changing treasure. Do not spend it. Do not clean it. Check your pockets, because this could be the one coin that changes everything in your life.